Hey, it's Laura. This week my question was, what is my work as a learner and a teacher? And I picked this question because it really tied in with the readings for these unit. And the reading that I focused on the most, or that I felt like was most applicable, was the reading by William James, but I did enjoy both of them, so I tied both of them into my questions. And my first question was, how do we end a discussion that the class shows interest in, but has no value? Someone posted on the graffiti wall to allow more freedom in assignments by letting them choose what subject to research. I felt like that was a really good insight. Something that I would include was to make sure that you teach the core subject, but allow them to leave it open for interpretation so that they will be able to come to the conclusion for themselves. And if the class isn't wanting to change the topic, I guess you could always divert to another topic, like leeway into it, or ask the discussion to be continued after class. My next question was, what do we do as teachers to help students live wide awake? And I guess this would be, I don't know, the thing that I thought of was to not do the same mundane activities, to mix it up with more of an object lesson or an activity, because then the students will be able to apply what they learned to the activity that they did, and it will stimulate their mind. I don't know, another thing, I guess, was to have brain teasers. I don't know, that was one of the things that keeps my mind wide awake every once in a while. But those are just a few thoughts that I had in regards to that, and I'm still trying to figure that one out myself. But my last question was, how can we live wide awake outside of school? Because as teachers, we'll have the same mundane schedule, and we will need to stimulate our brains and minds in some form of fashion. And I know that as right now, for me, my wide awakeness is school, because working and all these other things, but education is what keeps me wide awake. But I guess when it's reversed and education is going to be my form of work, someone posted on the graffiti wall that it was to notice the small beauties around us and the blessings that we have been given is what could keep us wide awake. And I felt like that was a really interesting comment. Another thing that I guess when I'm out of school that will keep me awake is maybe like extracurricular activities like a poetry slam or TED Talks, because those will stimulate the mind and just make you think and be thought-provoking. To conclude my presentation for the week, as I was reading, one of my favorite things that I've just been continuing to think about throughout these past weeks is what Henry David Thoreau said. And it says, to be awake is to be alive. And I've just thought, have I really been living? And I hope you guys are. Have a great week.